Folks, it's Wheel to Wheel Season 4, Week 3. We are in Monza, the Temple of Speed. And I've got Team Braun Cocktail with me here in the studio. Mr. Chameleon, our esteemed CEO and president, and Budge, our three-time champion, drivers champion, and two-time constructors champion. Welcome in, folks.
How's it going?
How are things?
Good to have you in. We will go through some stuff here. So the start of the season has been a mixed bag, to say the least, but we do have drivers winning. We have had two races, two different drivers winning. You guys have had Budge has had a 6th and it followed by a 10th in Belgium and Zandvoort, and Chameleon, you've had a 7th and an 8th. So you're scoring points consistently as a team. But where do you see you guys come review time, maybe at week 8 and then again at week 16? We start with Chameleon.
Green arrows all the way. You know, I think I see myself moving up the table over the next couple of weeks. Very disappointed not to have had a podium. I think was it Spa or was it last week? I can't remember. I had it 1 week with the safety car glitch, and okay, it was my own fault, but felt a little bit robbed, to be honest with you. Knew I was off the pace for the first 2 races. I just couldn't figure it out, and obviously there seems to be an issue with the patch that came out this week with the traction issues. So I've done a few laps of practice there, and I see the pace seems to be back in the Mercedes this week. So I'd be expecting a podium for myself tonight as a goal, top 5 most definitely. Anything less than that now, I won't be happy.
Right, and Budge, you've had problems with your Haas, needless to say. You like driving white cars, but this one doesn't agree with you.
No, it's fairly pants alright. It seems to have a hole in the tank as well. It's very heavy on fuel. I don't know why. I don't know whether it's something got to do with the realistic cars. If it even is a thing, I'm not sure. But I had a lot more petrol than some of the lads in Danforth and ended up having the fuel save for 10 laps when other lads didn't have the fuel save at all. And I don't think it's my driving style at all. So, yeah, it's not a very good car. But in any way, I can't give it any good reviews of straight line speed or anything. It's not great at all. I don't see me being able to even beat a 6th. Maybe I might get lucky with a 5th if there's a couple of retirements, but I think I'm going to be between 10th and maybe 5th, 6th at best over the next 6 races, and hopefully I can get a little bit of a faster car of some sort, because it's really tough with some of the lads there.
Yeah,
considerably faster than me.
Well, there's a couple of things we have to take into consideration here. We also have some lightning quick guys who have come into the Wheel to Wheel Championship for season 4. Would you agree that has got a bearing, like from maybe 6th to maybe 2nd or 3rd, if you were so lucky, like?
Well, I can't remember the exact finishing results of both races, but I mean, there's lads like Mayo and Jam and a couple of other lads that, you know, I'd be racing up with in terms of level speed. Like, I'm relatively close to their speed, is what I'm saying, and I'm nowhere near them. Now Jam has got a little bit faster. Mayo's probably a bit faster again, but and they're up ahead of me. Like, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, they're in your 3rds and 4ths, and you know, I'm 3-4 places behind that. So like, it's not as if Knuckles is coming in and rocking a win, or you know, yeah, Bunsey maybe, you know, but look, he is in a slower car. But the people that are ahead of me aren't necessarily, you know, a whole lot faster than me.
No.
You know, I should be in around where they are, but I haven't got the grips of this game very well, and the car itself is not helping that.
Yeah. Chameleon, there was an interesting discussion that was had during the off-season time, and I think we had 9 separate different winners in season 3, and obviously the goal here is to have as fair as absolutely possible. There was a lot of investment, as you said, in the formula. We won't go too much into that because it gets people going. But what we say, we've already had two race winners, two different ones, Bunsey and Mormick last week, winning straight away. Obviously, do you see that the field in general, there are exceptions maybe, but in general is more competitive and more balanced?
Yeah, I think so. The goal isn't necessarily to have more winners. That just seems to be a byproduct of what the actual goal is, and that's to have competitive racing. For me, this is a bit of fun, and yeah, it's competitive fun, but I'd have no problem having a close race every single week and not winning. Do you know what I mean? It's all about having that close racing, and that there's nothing like that adrenaline buzz, and you're shitting yourself driving around the corner that you're not going to touch somebody, or you're overtaking each other through DRS or whatever. That's what I love, and that's what we're looking to achieve. And I think we're getting a little bit close to it every time. So if we get more winners every week as a byproduct of that, then great. But I think it's going to get closer. Yeah, it's definitely. You've seen Mormick with his first win ever last week. I know there was a lot of circumstances that came together for that to happen. He's in one of the fastest cars, but he's obviously getting a bit more consistent. So yeah, I think come race 9 when we rejig the field again, I think it's going to get even closer.
Yeah. And I think we touched on this last week when we had in Jam and Mayo, where we discussed the game as a whole since coming into it, because there really is this a much bigger learning curve coming into this game, not only because of the issues that have happened with this game, and let's be fair, this is probably the most chronic game we've had in the series in quite a long time, but there's a learning curve for everybody coming into a new game. Would you think that that's fair?
Definitely, yeah. Every new game presents challenges, and it's how people can rise to it and how much people can practice. That's not a problem, and I think everyone can deal with that. But without moaning about this game for too long, it is almost at the stage where it's unplayable. And I have considered talking to the lads in the league about should we go back to the old version of the game, because the stuff you can deal with, and there's other stuff that's just game killing, and the likes of the audio glitches and stuff like that are massive for people on PS4s. You can't hear where your rev is at. You find yourself actually looking at the lights more than anything else, which distracts you. You have the lag issues and stuff like that, which are just terrible.
Right.
So hopefully it improves over the next couple of weeks. They give some more patches to it, but it has been a challenge for sure.
Yeah. Budge, your thoughts on what it is that maybe has affected you the most, obviously other than the Haas itself.
Yeah, I mean, I heard two lads last week saying, "Oh, well, Budge, she just complains about the game, blah 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 blah," and then they went on to complain about the game for 10 minutes, which is quite ironic. But the game, and I said it before it came out, it's the first time EA have been on their own making this game, and if I was involved in making this game, I'd be ashamed to admit it. It's a terrible game. There's way too many bugs in it, and they are ironing some of them out, but they're ironing out bugs that are in the single player mode and irrelevant things like that sticker isn't in the right place or this and that, stupid things that doesn't need to be fixed. As Community said, I don't get the audio glitch, uh, but I mean that has to be sorted. I know it's bad. Like that's what my priority would be as a developer, to be getting them sort of things right, and not being worried about where a sticker is in a car or what have you. You're going to get this. It's the first time running on their own making this game. They were in it last year, but they had Cody's with them. So that's probably why it wasn't as bad. Yeah, you expect glitches in games when they first come out, but in this case it's excessive. There's way too many, and they need to get their act together and get it sorted out.
Yeah.
But I'd also just like to say about what you were talking about, the racing and the race winners as well. Look, it's too early to tell. It's only been 2 races. There's been 2 winners. And like Chameleon, although many won't agree, I don't mind not winning. I want to be in close racing with cars around me. And it's not just being in this league, but it's in other leagues too, that I just find myself out on my own, you know. But in particularly in wheel to wheel, I'm 5 seconds behind someone, and they're 5 seconds behind me. I'm not in close racing, and I think this track. Now, I could be wrong. I think this track is going to emphasize that even more so. Like last week, the field was extremely spread out. Now, hopefully, it's not. Like we want to be all together, roughly, even if it's 2 or 3 pockets of racers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But not to be like individual cars. Like I see in Drainer, like for a couple of laps during Zandvoort, and then that was it. It was gone, and that's no fun. Just driving around on your own. You might as well be doing time trial or something. You know, type of way. But hopefully that gap closes a little bit, and we are going to change the cars after race 8, and whether I go up, whether I go down, I don't really care. But once I'm battling with someone somewhere in the field, you know. But it is too early to tell how good this formula is going to work out.
Yeah. Okay, so just really quickly before we go on a tour to Monza, real quick, before, and then I will let you go to join the race and prepare for quali. Tell me, Team Braun, current Braun Cocktail sit in fourth, as I see it now, with 19 points. Budge sits in ninth overall in the championship, and Chameleon, you sit in eighth. So really quickly, your each of you your own individual final position at the end of the season and your team's position overall.
I think our team should probably be in the top 3 in the constructors, if not top 2. I think it's very doable. I think Mayo and Major Jam are going to be very tough to beat, but I think we can get into the second or third position. Myself, if I'm in the top 6 in the drivers' championship, I think I'll have done well. I'll be happy with that.
Okay, and Budge.
Yeah, Mayo for Jam is going to walk away with it. I'm surprised they ended up together. You have, I think it's Bunsey and Knocko's on call, is it? Or not? It's not. It's Vern and I can't remember who's with Bunsey.
Second is Team Bun Gun. Third is You Shall Not Pass.
Yeah, look, yeah. I think they'll be doing well. Kaiser will pick up a few, points. I think we're going to be fourth.
Okay, so you think
no worse than fifth, and no better than third. I don't see again third, but fourth, maybe fifth. I think we'd be doing well if we were to stick in these. If we're sticking to these cars or relatively around these cars, like.
And really quickly on your own position, you will score points. Where will you end up?
Sixth.
Sixth. That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. And doing sixth in under the circumstances, that will be some achievement. We will see how the season goes. So let's just have a look really quick as we come around down the pit straight on this Temple of Speed Monza track, as we call it. Coming down into turn 1, 350 kilometers an hour according to the thing here. That is the old hybrids. But going down into turn 1 and turn 2, this is going to be like Belgium and a lot of other tracks. Wouldn't you agree? It's tough and there's a lot of incidents around here.
Yeah, we've been doing well to make it through. You know, I'm really hoping we can get through the first corner. I know I say that every week, brake hard, brake early or whatever, and it's a bit cliched at the moment, but this is probably one of the biggest tracks in the calendar where it really, really matters. And I just hope we can get through that cleanly in the first race. We don't want anyone's races ruined in the first laps.
And
I can't see anybody. I can't see everybody getting through that corner.
Yeah. Some people have to go off the runoff area there, probably, where we've seen that in reality as well. So coming down through turn 3 and turn 4, you come into the first of the chicanes with a follow-up quick there as well. And you're down to about 100 kilometers an hour here. Another area that if there's a number of cars together, there's a lot of these kind of areas, although it's fast, these long straights, these chicanes are going to be tough to get around side by side, won't they?
2 massive damage areas, the first 2 chicanes, yeah.
Yeah. And you come down around T7 into the second of the DRS zones, which is I can't remember the name of that stretch, but you hitting up there, and again 342 was the old speed in kilometers, down into the last of the chicanes, which is a big fast runoff to the right there, but you're going through there at some speed. Chameleon and I had an incident there one time, and we got banned off TikTok. but that takes us down into the final corner at 339. So consistently fast around this track, wouldn't it be fair to say?
Yeah, it's extremely fast track.
Yeah.
Not to be rude,
Yep.
Meeps, but we have 17 drivers in the lobby ready to go. We're a little bit over time. If we can get you in and maybe get this
in now, and
week started.
listen, thanks for joining us, and the very best luck to both of you in the race. We will see you on the flip side.
Thanks a million. Talk to you.
So that is it, folks. That is Team Brawn Cocktail. We are going to get into it now. We're going to join up on the old the old server, and we will get into racing, because I know that's what we are here for in reality. Let's see. We got a few invites here. Let's jump into the lobby. We will get going. So thanks, Spider-Man, and excuse me, Mayo Man. I apologize for holding up what is going to be an absolutely fantastic race. It is good to have you all in here. We have, and I would like to point out, we are live in the Oval Bar, live racing, wheel to wheel. If you want to see it in reality and enjoy it with your friends, get there to the Oval in Dublin. It is live on the big screen. We are now featured in a massive promotion with the Oval Bar. Thank you so much. Let's see. So we are joining the lobby. Almost good to go. Excuse me, folks. I am still dying from last week. Since last week, I should say. This week is brought to you by Betrayal House on Haunted Hill, Cash and Guns by Repost Production, and Gale Force 9's Sons of Anarchy, Men of Mayhem. We are good to go. We are in visual mode, and we are going racing, folks. Thank you so much to everybody who has joined us. Welcome in Mormick, last week's winner. Congratulations to you. It is good to have you all in the Oval with us. Give us a cheer, give us a like, scan the QR code up in the top there, and you will get all of the wheel-to-wheel details and stuff that you need. And you will also get to follow good old Meeps. Is he really good old? I don't know. He's definitely something. But give him a follow. Feel sorry for him. Not many people do. But we try to bring you the best of wheel to wheel and Meeps every single week. Oh, here we go. Get it in. We are live. Oh, where are we at? Get your predictions also into the comments. You can join us live on YouTube at the Meeples Champ Gaming. We are good to go. Here we are. We have live. We are starting. Tires. We will leave detailed tires enabled, mini map, full map, and we'll get rid of it. So who is going to be first out? We will follow them around. Thank you to all the viewers that are in. Get the comments in. Get your predictions in. Who's going to win this week? We have had some serious people. We have Griffin in an Alpha Tauri, which is vitally fast for a guy of his ability. And cheers, sponsored by Coke Zero also. We have a few guys going out on track. It looks like there is Vernie Vern going out. We have a few ahead of him. Looks like the first out is Welsh Wizard. K Flamo follows up. So let's follow around with Welsh Wizard. It is good to have you all in, folks. How is it going? Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let me see. Oh, coming down. That was an interesting interview with Team Braun Cocktail. Thank you so much to Budge, our three-time champion, three-time drivers champion, and two-time constructors champion, and also our esteemed CEO and president, Mr. Angry Chameleon. Okay, so we are coming down through the pit straight, across the line, and this is Welsh Wizard, the first to begin his lap. Let's see how he fares well. Look at the speed. You got the guys keeping to the right as they should when they come out of the pits, making sure they don't interfere with a flying lap. And there it is, nicely taken. Oh, a little bit of a squirty at the back, but we are through. Let's see what time we should be setting here. It is an interesting one as you come down and around through sector 1 into the second of the chicanes. Massively fast, very hard braking, and a lot of turns are chicane type turns for a track of this nature. But again, look at that, coming down around, even in fourth there as he comes around there, back up to almost 260 kilometers an hour, and then back onto the back straight with a second DRS zone, where we get up to 340 kilometers an hour. Oi, 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 absolutely flying. And again, we go over to the right, staying within bounds, and then coming down and around to where we've seen some people have lost it previously. Again, look at that, 326 kilometers an hour as we arrive down into the final corner and back onto the pit straight. And what time will he set on this? He's going at 1:22.2. That is an interesting time. Let's see where he goes. So it is Kate Lemo, I believe, coming down around. Yes, it is. It's a 1:21.7. Already getting down into the 121s. Who else is around? Oh, there we go. It is, oh, Angry Comedian with a 1:21.4. Straight, no messing from Comedian. And then we have Why Not See coming across the line, and he betters Comedian with a 1:21.2. And Bunsey, 1:21 flat. We'll be in the 120s in no time, needless to say. This is incredible stuff straight away. And there it is. There's another one there. What's that? Blue Gunner up to 1:21.9. Vernie Vern up to 1:21.8. So very, very tight quality all of a sudden. There is Blue Gunner. Okay. And we are joining Rory Drain. Excuse me, as he comes around the final corner. Very, very fast corner. He's up to 312 kilometers as he passes the line, and he's at 1:22.4. He will vastly improve on that. But he is doing that in the slowest car on track. Griffin, vitally fast as he comes down and around through the sector 2. Hugely important. Shamrock, thank you so much for joining. How art thou? Massive night, Spider-Man. Absolutely correct. Everything's all good here. We are enjoying Monza so far. This is a vastly popular guy and a huge favourite for this race, considering he's now in a faster car than he was last week, and he fared particularly well then too. So he comes to, oh, and he's binned it. He's binned it. He is going to have to go again. Elite Carbon, he is back with us. He is letting people go. Who is that? Who is that that's passed? That looks like Supreme. No, it's not. Who the hell was that went around? We don't know. Okay, we will follow Elite Carbon. He went over. So Griffin coming down around the final corner, and he is 1:28. He's going to go in, yeah, after spinning there. Elite Carbon warming up those tires for some reason. But yeah, we have Big Knockos who's on his, coming out of pit straight. He's going to set his first lap. Everything going well. Good to hear. Shamrock, nice to hear. In Australia, Monza tonight. Yeah, Australia in URC Championship, or the UR Championship. Very best of luck to all in that. Let's see who have we got on a lap. Kaiser Gunner, he comes down into turn 1 and 2 as he comes around, and he's after running wide. Kaiser Gunner has set laps in all of our races this year. strange. Budge went at 121.9, so that Haas is not hanging around. He's doing all right in that, and Verney's coming in on an in lap. We only have Kaiser Gunner, so we'll watch him come down as he comes down. He hasn't invalidated. He is in the second to fastest lap. Nobody in a Ferrari tonight, because last week's winner, who is joining us from the Oval Bar in Dublin, is Mormick. He is not racing tonight, but he is joining us live on this broadcast. So let's see. Kaiser Gunner, he is a 107 as he comes down to the final corner. He's full foot to the floor, and he comes around the final corner, and he's a little slower than he would have liked. Is he going in, or is he going to set a time? He's coming down around. He's going to 121.4. That puts him, I say, slower than he'd like. That's a 121.4, putting him into fourth position. But he is in the second, today, the fastest car on track. So let's see who else is around. Kaiser Gunner is all good. Let's see where Big Knuckles is. He comes through sector 2. He's hitting a 1. He is 40 seconds as he comes down around to the second pit, the second straight, and gets DRS. He doesn't get any drag there or follow. Oi, oi, oi. So coming down around. Oh God, I swear to God, folks, this is a scary. This is, I believe. Oh no, Ascari's the final corner. Jesus Christ, what's the name of the corners? I should have done more homework earlier. Major Jam is with us. Thank you. That's brilliant. Major Jam was looking like a tentative, to say the least. Okay. And Bunsey comes down around, Big Knuckles comes down around. He's at the 121.9, putting him in 10th, just above Budge, only 400ths above Budge. So who else is on an out lap? Welsh Wizard is in a wall. He's around too. You want to be careful. He may actually get banned. That's what happens. Some of the guys. Griffin is out on a lap again. Is he going for it now? We will join him in just a moment. I think there are a few people up ahead. Blue Gunner. Major Jam is on a lap. He's on a 121.8. Our most prolific qualifier in wheel-to-wheel history, setting 12 pole positions last season. I'm going to stop that from bloody... oh, God, stop that. Stop that from flashing because it's driving me mad. Looks like he's setting up the next lap. He's just getting the tires warm, and yeah, he's keeping the ERS, so he is not... yeah. Two lads would want to get the finger out. Yeah, like they're gonna have to do something. Major Jam is going to the lap. We have Big Knuckles going back in. Mayo Man. We will join Mayo Man, who is currently sitting in 5th as he comes down through and into sector 2. Oh, bit of a squirrely there as he comes out of Lesnar. I want to say Lesnar. Oh, and he's in the wall. Not the first person to lose it there. We did also have somebody else lose it there just a moment ago. Griffin up into 5th with that lap heap set. And Kaiser Gunner still in 2nd. Why not see? Comes down around, and he is he's on 2 laps on these softs, so he is going to come back in, I have to imagine. Mayo Man, where is he? He is plus 10 seconds because he hit that wall, and he is going to make it back, just trying to get back to the pit. We have Jam here as he comes through that final corner, that's final chicane, I beg your pardon. He comes down around through the final, or into the final corner. And where is he at? He's a little behind, but he is in a slightly slower car, keeping to the right and looking like he's going in. He's going to go and get a new set of tires and try and make it happen. Vern, where is he? He is 104 as he comes through that last chicane, as he comes through sector 3. Vern, is he down? Is he up? I think he's a little down, if I'm being honest. I don't think he's going to get to the line within 7 seconds. And he loses it anyway. That is a wasted lap. And it is Griffin going into the pits. Why Not See is down on his time too. So we have a few yellow flags out there. And we have 6 minutes left in quali. Is a hero setting the time. We have had Supreme Boyo set a lap of 1:22. Is a hero's back into the pits. Rory Drain is into the pits. And Supreme Boyo coming down around the final corner. He is going to go into the pits too. Welsh Wizard coming down through turn 1 and 2. In there, he is not a great time there for the first one. Should be doing a little bit better. Well, we have everybody who's set a time now, that's for sure. So we have 17 times set, all set between 1:21.0, an absolutely stunning time by Bunsey, and 1:22.2. So only 1.2 seconds, less than 1.2 seconds, separating the entire field. So highly competitive in the cars. Budge in 15th, probably one of his worst qualifications so far. He will give that one more go. Welsh Wizard now coming down through this. He is 2 tenths down. That will see him jump up to about 14th or 15th. But if he improves again, he could conceivably be up just above Budge or Knockos in 12th and 13th. Let's see where he's going. He is coming down and around in this Alpha. He gets to the final corner. He is hitting 113. And he gets around this long right-hander. And he is a 121, 120. He got that. He just jumped one. Supreme Boyo, the only one now left. Budge on his outlap. We will see where Knockos is. Knockos is only 9 thousandths down. Let's see where Blue Gunner is. And he's lost. That's not a good exit from him from there. K Flemo is going into the pits. Going to get another set of boots and getting out quick. Elite Carbon is, yeah, he's gone in as well. Angry Chameleon, let's see, stick with Angry Chameleon as he comes down through sector 1. Let's see how his progress is. he has improved by a full 1.5 tenths. So that is an incredible first sector from the Chameleon. He just needs to improve by a little more than the same again over the rest of the lap in order to get pole position for the first time, I believe, in a long time, if ever. And he comes down and around through the final DRS zone. He has lost some time there, not as good in sector 2 as the last time round, but he is still up. And this might be where he saved the time, the huge amount of time. This Mercedes is the second fastest car on track today, so we could conceivably see Chameleon right up there on the podium as he would have expected. And he's now coming down around. Is he going to go 120? He's a 120 flat. He's gone fastest lap by 1,000th of a second. A 121.40, just above Bunsey. What an incredible time. Hugely great last sector for him. Kaiser Gunner coming down. He is 3 tenths down. He is going to be going close as well. Look at the push he's getting on. He is on the fastest part of the track for him as well. He is in the DRS zone. Let's see how this all ends. Oh my God, we look like we're going to have a blistering end to this track. Is it evolving to the point where people are improving vastly in the final minutes of quali? This is a great time by Kaiser Gunner. He is liking this track, and this car is the fastest car on track. Vern has one too, but they are the fastest 2 cars on track. Let's see who the fastest driver can be as he comes down around 119, 120. Will he be into 120? He's a 120. He lost time. He did jump Elite Carbon, but he lost time in that final sector. Griffin is going again. Will he improve? He's a lot better as he comes through that time there. Budge has improved to 7th. He has improved to 7th, so a vastly improved time for him too. There is now only 2.1 or 1.1 seconds between everybody on track. So will we see an improvement by anybody? K Flemo is warming up the tires. He is going to go again. He is going to go for a lap now, and we will rejoin him. Angry Chameleon is in the pit. His quali is over, but he is looking like he's going to set a great time. Here's Bunsey trying to retort to that. Let's see where he will come up. Is he down on his time? We don't know yet, but let's see. Bunsey is giving it all. He's got the ERS on. He's got the DRS, or he will get the DRS as he comes down the final straight. Oh, a little bit of a touch on the inside curb, and you don't want to do that. And that may have secured the that may have just Elite for the win. Rhonosaurus, welcome in. You still have lost a major fan. Major fans are being lost all over the place. Go on, Angry Chameleon, exactly Spider-Man. Elite Carbon for the win. You know what? It's not entirely impossible. Bunsey has ended his quali away. He wouldn't have liked. And why not see us down his time? Kaiser Gunner is gone in. He's in third. He's in fourth position. He's going to call it a night for quali. And we have Elite Carbon who's on a time. Griffin is on a lap. He is up to sixth. Let's see who else is out. K Flemo. He is 2/10 down on his time. He looks like he can jump all the way up into fifth or sixth position, depending on how this last sector goes in that Williams. But the Williams is not the fast, and he hits the inside curb. Not what you want to be doing coming around here. You want to go close, but you don't want to go on. Let's see. A 1:21.4 puts him up to fifth. Great time from him in the Williams. Pushes Budge and Griffin and Elite Carbon down one position. Let's see where we go. It looks like Mayo Man is gone in. He's done with his quali. Oh, and that was decidedly dodgy by Mayo. I don't know what was going on there. Major jam coming down around through the final sector, or sorry, through sector one, I beg your pardon. He's early on this lap. Is he going to be the last out? Vernie Vern has finished his quali. That is the end of his qualification. Blue Gunner is gone and done and dusted as well. Is a hero in the other, is a hero in the other Mercedes. Is he down on his time? Supreme Bio is a 1:22.1. He is out. He is after DNFing, it looks like. Or retiring the pits, maybe. He is 7/10 down. Is a hero is 7/10 down. That will take him all the way into the top 5 if he continues that all the way down. Bunsey feeling the pressure. He sure was. He touched that curb, Spider-Man. He wasn't supposed to. You go close, you don't touch. You can do it, but you probably lose some time while doing it. I remember certainly in last games. And there it is. He's sticking right to the edge, and it's a 1:20 flat, but it's invalidated. That would have been a massive time for him. His best time. Blue Gunner is gone in. Let's see. And that, folks, is the end of quali. It looked like Is a Hero had a potential to win that, but he invalidated on the way around. Yes. Elite Carbon. Rhonosaurus says Elite Carbon for the win. That is entirely possible. He is starting right up there in sixth, and he is in the Haas, but he has won a race in the Haas in pre-season. Oi, oi, oi. That is the end of quali. Oi, oi, oi. There we go. Can you get an invite? Mayo Man looks like he is out. Let me send Mayo Man an invite. Let's see. Where do we go? Well, we will run down through the race, the things first. We have Angry Chameleon setting his first pole position of the season. Probably not going to be his last. Bunsey in second. Why not see Kaiser Gun, K Flemo, Elite Carbon, Griffin, Budge, Knockos, and Mayo Man let round out the top 10. Mayo Man, Vernie Vern, Blue Gunner is a hero, Ruri Drain, Welsh Wizard, and Supreme Bio. Had to absolutely lash through that. For fuck's sake, hero. Absolute, yeah, the fastest time on track and invalidated. So he's starting from the back, pretty much. So let's get our main man. Yeah. How do I get? Wizard for Hayden Hughes. You say Wizard for driver of the day. He can make up an absolutely massive amount of time on track, or a massive amount of places on track from where he was. So let's see if we can get some people in. Invites and requests. Friends. Finished. Okay. Let's see. Mayo. Let's get Mayo in. Game invite sent to Mayo. Mayo man, there is an invite out there for you. Hayden Hughes, Spider-Man, Rhonosaurus, all these guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Hayden making himself some money, I think, if I'm correct. I am famous. Up on the big screen. In the big screen. That is mad. Mick, more Mick, we are up on this. We are up on the screen officially in the. We are up in the Oval Bar in Dublin. Let's get the guys going. How's it going, guys? How are you? Welcome to the Oval viewers. Nice to see you, folks. We will get back to racing. Absolutely brilliant. Love it. I absolutely love it. Now, let me see. Oi, oi, oi. For fuck's sake, Mayo, I sent you an invite. Mayo, I sent you an invite. We are good to go. Oh, what the fuck, Mayo? Did you get invites and requests? Friends. Mayo man. Invite sent. Invite sent to Mayo man. So there we go. As Chameleon takes us around. Oh, and disqualification for Elite Carbon already. Oh boy, he is starting on extremely, what do you call it? Cold tires now, and that is not good in this game, needless to say. Okay, broadcast. We get on the position change. We're going to leave it on position change to begin with. There we go. Disqualification for Elite Carbon. Oi, oi, oi. Chameleon setting the time in the Mercedes as fast as Bunsey, looking like he was going to challenge for that, but didn't in the end. Spinning it on the final corner of Ascari, I think it is. Could be wrong. Definitely think, Hayden, you may be onto something there. Welsh Wizard is going to make a lot of passes on, and that's how they generally, positions gained is how they give you the number one position for driver of the day, generally. I would absolutely and utterly agree with you there. Oi, 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 oi. Let's see, where are we going? Oh, let's get it going. Angry Chameleon, warming it all up, taking them down the final straight. And Elite Carbon is a lonely man sitting on the grid as it happens right now. Griffin and Budge are three-time champion. And here we go. There he is. Elite Carbon sitting there with cold tires. There may very well be some penalties involved there, depending on what the incident was. Kaiser Gunner, Elite Budge, Major Jam, Vernie Vern, Nizza Hero, all lining up incorrectly. Chameleon setting the fastest time, the best time. And here we go. And we have a glitch at the start of this race. Wow. That's not helpful. Well, Comedian's car just kind of shifting over like that. Don't know what's going on, but we are about to get racing. We don't have the revs going on. Migrating host. Here we go. It looks like we have some issues. We are stuck on the grid. It looks like we are having some issues with the game. There is an absolutely massive shock to everybody concerned. We would never have thought that that would have happened with such a phenomenal game. But it's the way it is. Let's go. Are we waiting for somebody to get in? And it looks like we may very well have a situation where we have to reset on track. We are stuck. We have glitched out on. Well, we have glitched out. It certainly looks like we've glitched out. I don't know what's going on. We will have to get on to management. Looks like we may have to get onto management. And there we go. We are glitched right out of it. We are restarting. Thank you, Daniel, for that. Restarting the lobby. Okay. That is another issue to be resolved. Thank you so much for that, Daniel. It's much appreciated. We will get racing to you as soon as absolutely possible. Back another project by Simon. Dune. Another Dune game. Folks, if you haven't done already, get yourself playing some board games and leave session. Yes. So let's see how it goes. Welcome to all in the Oval in Dublin. It's good to see you, folks. We are going to have racing with you in just a moment. We are just going through the motions. There we go. We've got an invite for the new one. The formula is working wonders in wheel to wheel. It sure is. War for Arrakis is the new Dune game by Simon. It is launched. I may have a look. A wee look. Looks like we are good to go. Let's run through some of the results from last week. We have Mayo for Jam out in front in the Constructors' Championship. we did hear Braun Cocktail say that they were going to finish 4th or better in overall. But last week we had more Mick, who is joining us from the Oval, winning the Dutch Grand Prix in Zandvoort, followed by Blue Gunner, Mayo Man with who got pole finishing 3rd, Bunsey finishing 4th, Major Jam in 5th, Griffin in 6th, Rory Drain in 7th, Angry Chameleon down in 8th, Welsh Wizard in 9th, Budge in 10th, still scoring point in that Haas, 11th for Kaiser, 12th for Why Not See, Big Knock goes with fastest lap in 13th, Vernie Vernon 14th, and the only DNF in Zandvoort was Supreme Boyle, who is finding this game a little bit more difficult than he would otherwise do. Let's have a look here. Also, we have the standings. Bunsey is on top. Mormick propels himself up into 3rd position with 25 points. That is crazy good for him. He is going to be competitive if he gets up to turn up to race day more often. Let's see though where we are going to be next week. We are going to be in Hungary. Go on, the Chameleon. I would concur with that entirely. Absolutely fantastic qualification from Chameleon. He is out there. That is his first pole in as long as I can remember. Certainly since we started the realistic cars. So we've had Belgium and Netherlands so far. We are in Monza today, and next week we are in Hungary, followed by France, and then we rejoin Singapore. We rejoin the correlation with the F1 season by going to Singapore in week 6, followed by Japan. Okay. This is the track again. We will let you see what Monza looks like from the sky. Have a look at all the different angles. Oi, oi, oi. Let's see. More Mick. It is good to have you in, fella. And we are just about ready to go, I think. Everybody's in, I believe. But we have people glitching out, it looks like. Major Jam's in, Mayo Man's in, everybody's in. Looking at it here, folks, just to remember as well that we are in the realistic cars. We've got the Red Bulls today being the fastest cars, followed by Mercedes. The slowest cars on track are unfortunately the Williams, followed by the Haas of Budge and Elite Carbon. You're then looking at things like Aston Martin and the Alpha Tauris and the McLarens. The Alfa Romeos, all in the mid-pack, doing particularly well. The Ferrari engines are strong in this because in the 2022 season, in the 2022 season for real, you have the Ferrari being the fastest car technically on track, despite the fact that they keep throwing away results. But that may be revised to show you as things go. The evolution of the Red Bull car. Oi, oi, oi. We are joined live by everybody from the Oval and everybody else who is watching live in the Meeps channel. If you have got predictions, get them out there. Put them up in the comments over here. And if you are so inclined, and if you're watching this after the fact, getting a bit of a review in, I would really appreciate it if you scanned up in the top corner, that QR code to get on to all the Meeps channels and socials. Get in, get some content, get some the content that I provide, and we would love for you to join me and on different adventures as we go through board gaming and the Wheel to Wheel Championship Season 4. And it looks like we're good to go. We are good to go. Is everybody on Yeah, I got that, Budge. We got that. For all those people who are in the F1 channels for the Discord and what have you, we have just had a picture from Mormick sent in that we are officially on the big screen. It is good to go. Thank you, Mormick, for that. We love you, and congratulations again on that phenomenal win. You're first in wheel to wheel, and not the first of many, to say the least. It looks like we are good to go. 15 seconds before kickoff. Let us get to it. We are there. We are there. Joining us live from the Meeps channel, the Meeps cave. Absolutely stunning time from Chameleon. 1,000th of a second in it. 1,000th of a second between Chameleon and Bunsey at the front. Bunsey looking like it was going to improve, but actually spun on the final corner. It was crazy. It was looking like it was going to be great, and they are going to race down into the first chicane. And there is going to be carnage there. Will Chameleon's race be over before it starts? Although being ahead and having the faster or the more powerful engine at the very beginning of this race will serve him hugely. If he can get to that before everybody else does, he's not going to be in the mid pack, which really will serve him well. That will serve him hugely, being ahead of everybody, which will be incredible, for him personally. But everybody else is going to have to absolutely. There's a lot of chat about. I'm gonna have to back out of all that. But yeah. Okay. I'm being distracted by all the discussions going on in the group. We're going to let that go. Thank you so much for all that. We will rejoin all the discussions later on. We have got some work to do, to say the very least. Oh, where are we at? We are stuck again. It looks like we're waiting for players. So, Esmos. Yes, there we go. It is good to have you in, Marco. Thank you so much for the likes on on Facebook. If you are so inclined, do so. Give us a like, give us a follow, do all the usual stuff. And we are 25 seconds away. Looks like everybody is set. We have to reset all of the stuff, including obviously their setups. They'll probably do a warm-up lap if they can. I don't know if you can on a restart, but we will have the grid as we saw it before. And there we go. We're going on our lap again. So there we go. Oi, you know what? It's always hard to fill space, a dead space, but we've got there. We are around, and Chameleon will lead us for the second time. Let's get the settings up. Detail. We will leave position change on. We'll see what tires people are on first and foremost. Blue Gun are going softs. Oh my! Wow. So we have some hard runners. We have Kaiser, Elite Carbon, Budge, and Vernie Vern all on hards, but a shocking choice Absolutely shocking choice by Blue Gunner to go soft. Everybody else on the mediums. Wow. There it is. There it is, folks. That is what we will leave it on position change for now because it's going to be mad. Of course, that is the first, Marco. That is the first time Chameleon is number one. Certainly in recent times. So you know what? He deserves it. He deserves it. Look, he's getting out ahead. There he is in that beautiful silver arrow Mercedes. Chameleon will begin the racing first, but will he retain that going through corners 1 and 2? It is good to have you in, Marco. It is good to have you in indeed. Here we go. He has been vastly improving as time goes. So starting on the mediums, it's looking like a stop around lap 12 to 15 for the hards. Starting on the softs, it is a 2-stopper by all accounts. He will go kamikaze style, I hope. Well, if he goes kamikaze style, the only person he's going to take out is himself because there's nobody behind. There's nobody in front of him. So kamikaze, as we all know, is sacrificing oneself. That will not serve his purpose in this race. But he is back, and we are good to go. Let's see as everybody joins the track. We have Bunsey coming up. Elite Carbon has been eliminated again. What is going on with Elite Carbon? Oi, oi, oi. We have everybody lined up. Certainly looks like it. And we are good to go. And we are away. And Chameleon getting an incredible start. He is after clearing Bunsey, no problem whatsoever there. Fastest car down into turn 1. Let's have a look at what it's like. And there's a lot of people going. And there is a lot of people going wide. Who's the biggest sufferer there? K. Flemo the first. Mayo Man up 6 positions straight away. Wow. Look at the positions go. Who's back? Blue Gunner to the back of the pack. Vernie Vern to the back of the pack. Some spins, I have to imagine. Certainly looks like it. Oh, that is an incredible start. Elite Carbon with a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting straight off the bat. And it looks like Welsh Wizard is around now. Is that Welsh Wizard around? He certainly is. Look at that. He's joining the track once again, but that would not have been what he would want to have done. But Chameleon and Bunsey getting away. No bother to them at all. This is going to be an incredible race and a battle at the front. Bunsey probably the faster driver overall, but oh, and look at that. Why not? See, holding on to the back of them. This is going to be a 3-way battle for first. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Bunsey may be the fastest driver in amongst these guys. The most accomplished is probably Why Not, because he's just so technically minded. But Chameleon is in the fastest car. So this is going to be a ding-dong battle as this race proceeds or into lap 2. This is great, but an absolutely stonking start by the Alpine of Mayo Man. Up from 10th into 4th as they go through the first turn. And he has got the AlphaTauri of Griffin all over the back of him. Interesting. Budge losing 1 position there. But Supreme Bio has taken over K. Flemo with the next biggest jump in the field with 5. So let's see. We have Kaiser Gunner, who is down 2 positions from 4th. Is that as a result of some... he is 2 seconds. He has dropped back a little bit too. He's in the fastest car on track, and he's losing time to the guys in front of him like Griffin and Mayo Man. And this is going to be a ding-dong battle at the front. Let's see what it looks like here. Whoa, it's very close. And the 2 tenths in it as they come down into the final corners. Oh, and Bunsey's in the wall. Bunsey's put it into the wall. He is not going to like that. Has he got damage? Certainly looks like it. There is his teammate passing him. And he is going to go into the pits and get new tyres, it would seem. That was an absolutely ridiculous ridiculous thing going on there. Griffin contending with Mayo Man. Look at this battle. Look at this battle down the front, down the pit straight. The two Alpines are now up to second and third. Woo! What an incredible start to this race. The two Alpines making massive inroads. And that puts Chameleon out ahead. The Alpines are side by side going through Lesmo 1 and 2. Ooh, this is incredible. But look at that. Mayo Man is up and he's got 8 positions. What an incredible start by Mayo Man as he begins the hunt for Chameleon. Let's get on to the tyres. Because the leaders now, and Kaiser, that's probably explaining some of the issue that he's been having and why he's losing some time. He's not losing a whole lot of time now as he's gained some time on Why Not See. As a result of that overtake by Mayo Man, Griffin is now left Why Not See vulnerable to Griffin's attack. But people running wide there in the final chicane. Oh, this is an incredible start. But Chameleon now being hunted down by Mayo Man, who has been exceptional. The one consistent, the only guy as far as I can recall who has had podiums in both of the first races, and he has set it now. He has set the precedent. It looks like he is going to Oh, look at that, Griffin. Griffin is attacking, but Mayo Man defends the inside and holds Griffin back. Oh my! But Chameleon now, as a result of that, has gained a little bit of time. But then loses it straight away. Did Chameleon run a bit squirrely there? Certainly would seem so. And now we have Chameleon or Mayo Man in the DRS of Chameleon as he comes down and around into the second Lesmo 1, or that's Lesmo 2. Sorry, that was Lesmo 1. This is Lesmo 2. I beg your pardon. I'm losing myself on track. Chameleon is now. This is it. This is going to be where Mayo Man is going to be making inroads. That was where he was vulnerable to Griffin, as it happened before. Oh, look at this. This is going to be a ding dong battle. Kaiser Gunner losing to Bunsey, who's back on track. He didn't have to go in, as it turns out. He is out on those mediums. He just ran wide. Must not have gotten much damage. But now Mayo Man is right in the gearbox of the angry Chameleon as he comes down into the pit straight and the next DRS zone. And Chameleon is going to be well vulnerable because Mayo Man has been lightning quick in this race so far. He must be running those 0-0 wings. And now Mayo Man takes over the lead of this race. And Griffin in the background there is running side by side with Chameleon. Look at this. Griffin is now Chameleon losing 2 spaces in 3 corners. This is going to be an incredible ding-dong battle at the front, as I said. But Why Not See is back in the hunt because that is going to have delayed. But Mayo Man is almost out of DRS zone as he comes down and around Lesmo 2. Oh, and there it is. He's run wide Griffin. That will give Mayo Man a great exit out of this corner. Maybe, just maybe. No, he has retained it. Chameleon has dropped way back down the rankings. And he's lost that second too. Barely getting he did get the DRS, but he's still 8-9 tenths outside of Griffin. So this is a whole new battle at the front of this track with Griffin, who is now bearing down on the Mayo Man as he leads this race. And let's see the power of the DRS and the ERS. How's Mayo Man? Mayo Man burning ERS like there is no tomorrow. Look at this. He has it open. Is Mayo Man burning? He is, well, a little bit, but he is after surviving that attack. Now, Why Not See has gotten by. And that's a tap by Griffin on the back of Mayo Man. Mayo Man's race has been destroyed. All the progress that he's made undone in the corner. A bit of a tap from Griffin, but he now leads this race. Why Not See going to get revenge for his team? Well, not his teammate, because although they're in the same cars, they are not teammates. What a start to this race. We have had a number of changes at the front here, and now we have Mayo Man who is back on track and hunting down Kaiser Gunner. Will he get all those positions back? He burned a lot of ERS doing what he did. Will he get all of that back? He is back into DRS and he will make a run at these guys. But you have to imagine the spots on those tyres are not going to serve him well, looking for the grip as he comes down and around through the final corners here on this 6th lap. Let's see. Angry Chameleon is gained some time, I beg your pardon, on Why Not See. He is there, but Bunsey is a long way back, 2.3 seconds despite that. But he is back in the hunt, despite the fact that he had that runoff and lost a ton of positions. This is an incredible race so far. We've had incredible battles all over the track. The Mercedes is the fastest car on second fastest car on track, but why not defending air, it would seem there, because Angry Chameleon just absolutely not attacking that free space that he had. He said, I'm going to wait, I'm going to keep this ERS, and I am going to go on a lap or two down the line. He is biding his time and he's going to use it cleverly. Look at that, 63% to Big Knockos with a 3-second time penalty. It looks like 38-30. He's losing some time. He's coming down through Lesmo too, and Chameleon all over the back of him. This is the longest straight on the track, I think, or certainly two big long straights, definitely. Yeah, it's amongst there. It's amongst one of the fastest, especially with the DRS. Angry Chameleon losing a bit of time to Why Not See, and Griffin pulling out ahead. He may be subject to a penalty later after this race, and that is Big Knockos around, it looks like. It is. So Big Knockos not enjoying. Oh, and there we go, and that is the Blue Gunner into the wall. So we've had a number of incidents as we come through that chicane at the back of the grid. Blue Gunner not liking that at all. The other Mercedes of Is a Hero not making much inroads as yet, but we have a battle here going on, and we've had Mayo Man retake 5th position from Kaiser Gunner following his turn around. Bunsey and Mayo Man having wobbles in this race, but both now hunting down the guys at the front of the pack once again. Griffin pulling out ahead by about 1.4 seconds, and Why Not keeping on him. Why Not is running a very good race here, and he's allowing that ERS to build back up again, and Chameleon is only using it sparingly, retaining about 60% on average as he coming around lap 8. But because he's not attacking too much, he is allowing Why Not See to build up that ERS once again to defend with. So where are we on lap 8? We have Griffin in first position. It looks like it is going to be a tough day to catch him, despite the fact that he may actually get a penalty. We have Griffin in first, Why Not See in second, Angry Chameleon in third, Bunsey in fourth, Mayo Man back up to 5th after that spin, and Kaiser Gunner is 6th. But Major Jam, who is incredibly quiet for this track, for him, he is normally right up there with all the guys. Mayo for Jam, the absolute championship leader, Constructors Championship leader right now. This is going to be incredible. It's going to be incredible as Major Jam now makes his way up. We're getting a few of the usual guys up front. And where is Budge? Budge is in P8. He is looking like he's having a ding-dong battle with K Flamwell behind him. Now, these are the two slowest cars on track, but the slowest car is behind, as it turns out. But he will get the assistance of the or the DRS. And now, let's see. Angry Chameleon looking like he's falling out of the DRS zone. He is back in there, but he's only in by a 10th as it happens. Oi. Why Not See? Looking to put a bit of distance between him and Chameleon. Is gaining some of that back. Now the ERS is bang on the same. Both at about 50%. And Bunsey is now on the back of Chameleon. Oh, this guy is not going away. Bunsey and Angry starting in first and second. only losing out to Why Not See and Griffin as it happens. Despite the fact Angry Chameleon not having any incidents on track, but he is not being very fast on track despite having the fastest car, or second fastest car, I beg pardon. And here we go. It is Why Not See trying to make inroads into Griffin. Griffin is not getting away. Is Griffin defending? He's not. He has got all the DRS he wants. Oh, and Bunsey is around again. Bunsey's around in turn 2. Oh my God, not a day for Bunsey whatsoever. He is not enjoying this race whatsoever. And Major Jam now up into 5th position. Mayo for Jam is in 4th and 5th. They are going to extend their lead at the front of the championship for the constructors. Absolutely fantastic stuff happening. We will, looking like it as it happens, going to have a new winner. 3 races and 3 winners. And we still haven't had a pole winner. Pole to win. So it looks like Griffin. Oh, Griffin is around and he's in the wall and he's stuck. He is stuck. He is stuck the wrong way around, and Why Not See takes the lead in this race. And he is away from Chameleon as well, so he doesn't have any DRS concerns. It is going to be an incredible time. That is Griffin all the way to the back of this pack. Has he gotten away? He has reset the track because he hasn't made it happen. So, Why Not See? The next guy in front. It seems the guys out in front are the ones to suffer the most. Will Why Not See, technically minded as he is, will he go now and just take this win? He is 1.7 seconds ahead of Chameleon, and because Chameleon is not getting the use of the DRS, it looks like he is going to find it troublesome to keep up with Why Not See at the start of this. Major Jam has been let loose by his teammate Mayo Man, who is Major Jam they're now up to 3rd and 4th in the in this race, and both been massively consistent in races as the season has progressed. Budge is now up into 6th. He has Elite Carbon, his the same car as him, but not his teammate, up ahead behind, because we have a team. We have both of the team Braun Cocktail, as it turns out, in 2nd and 6th, both in the top 6. Their lot in life is going to be vastly improved upon points wise this one. So Bunsey is in, and he is going to change. He's probably going to go hards to the end, is my guess. Probably a new wing as well. Have we got a spinner? We do not. Budge is in 6th, a position he is very, very fond of. Major Jam, is he going to make some time on these guys? Is he holding up Mayo Man? That is the question. Are these guys working together to get onto the back of Angry Chameleon? They need to get 5 seconds, as it turns out. Angry Chameleon is losing a lot of time to Why Not See at the front of this race, who is now out on his own. He is 2 seconds ahead of the Angry Chameleon. What lap will they come in? We said 12 to 15. The pit window is open for these medium runners. And yes, Bunsey and Rory Drain stopping on lap 12 in order to get a new set of hards. So, how will this all play out? Will they keep going as they are and try and extend the lead at the front? It might be the way to go and react rather, although the undercut is dangerous, but they are significantly out of head. And there's Why Not See in. Chameleon, he is fond of it. He is fond of doing the opposite to the guy in front of him, and that is what he is doing right now. So Chameleon needs to put in a whopper lap now in order to take away the advantage, the 2-second advantage so far. Why Not See will be coming out. Where will he come out? Is a Heroes up? It is all important, this. Budge up to 3rd because Major Jam, Mayo Man, and oh, we had a double stack in the pits. Oh boy. Oh no, it's not double stack. It is because they are teammates, but they are not in the same car. Wow, that's incredible. I just nearly met that up. So let's see. Why Not See comes out behind Is a Hero, but he comes out in a lot of free air, no battles. That is ideal to put in a good lap. But the hards take a little bit longer to. The hards do take a while to warm up. Now, this is where the hard strategy comes into it. Budge and Elite Carbon both going hard strategy in this championship or in this race. So what we have is the Haas is going side by side through this DRS zone, and it looks like that these guys have got onto a winner. We haven't had any. We will cross our fingers here, but we haven't had any. Safety cars as yet. But this is an incredible start to this race. 13 laps down, and Angry Chameleon is going in. So now what we've got to watch out is Elite Carbon and Budge will take the lead in this race. They will go longer in on those tires. Let's see where they end up. This might be an incredible thing because they may be able to go soft at the end if they can run those long enough. And Kaiser up to third. So Chameleon is coming out of pits. Why Not See makes the pass, does not get the undercut, and that is incredible. And he retains his 2-second gap. So a stonking lap. And Vernie Vern, oh no, Vernie Vern, Chameleon's brother is right in front of Chameleon. He has put himself, Chameleon has lost time on that lap, going the extra time, and he's going to lose some more time now. So now, Major Jam and Mayo Man have made up about half a second on Angry Chameleon because he's lost time. And Vernie Vern is now between himself, and this is a racing lap. So he will not be giving it up. Oh my God, that must have been an absolutely stonking lap by the on the hards by Why Not See. Wow, the undercut did not work whatsoever there for Chameleon. So now Budge and Elite Carbon going 14 laps so far. They'll be on and this is the interesting part. No matter how this goes, these two guys will probably go in on separate laps. But these two guys will go in and be coming out on the fastest laps or the fastest tires on the track, because everybody else will run hards to the end. These guys will run mediums or better to the end, so they've got some time that they can make up. Vernie Vern still ahead of Chameleon. This is massive for Why Not See. Is a Hero, Kaiser Gunner and Budge all yet to stop in this race. Which means that Why Not See is going to enjoy a massive lead at the start, at the front of this pack, and he has gained a ton of time on Chameleon. Mayo Man is now ahead of his teammate Major Jam. These guys are working together. They are probably trying to give each other DRS. Budge takes the lead of this race. He is now leading this trio or foursome at the front of the pack. What an incredible race we have going on here in Monza. These guys look like they're going to go. To the softs. Am I daring to say that? Will they lose too much time trying to do it? But Budge will get to dictate now who goes in first or when. And it looks like Kaiser Gunner is getting some DRS on the back of these. This is a close race at the front. These guys all within about 0.6 of a second at the front. And then they are Is a Hero following behind on those mediums. Those mediums are well dead. He looks like he wants to go to softs on the mediums. A one-stop soft, medium soft. He will lose time. Vernie Vern losing out to Chameleon. They are not in the same... Well, they are in the same race now, I suppose. Vernie Vern... Oh, no, Vern has still got to stop because he started on the hards. But that not paying out just yet. But look at the time that Major Jam and Mayo Man have made up. And they are working incredibly well together to cut down that 4.5 second gap between himself and Chameleon. They've knocked a second off that, and they've 11 laps to do that again. These guys are lightning quick, and they are looking like they are giving themselves every chance to do this. Looks like Kaiser Gunner and Elite Carbon are having a battle of their own. And Budge now setting a massively fast time in front there. He gained some time because of that battle between himself and Elite Carbon. Who's going to go in? And when are they going to go in? Are they going to go to softs? Who's going to win this race? This is an incredible thing. I'm just interested to see. Will he go in? No, he's going again. And it looks like, yes, Elite Carbon is the first of them to blink. He's going in, and he's going to probably go soft, but Budge has got a 2-second lead at the front of this pack. And Why Not See now passing Elite Carbon. So Why Not See starting to reap the benefits of that. Major Jam, or Is a Hero, and Elite Carbon have gone in. Budge, where will he come out? Will he come out ahead of Elite Carbon? Let's see where Elite Carbon is coming out. He is out, and he gets out ahead of Rory Drain. Just about. Oh no, Rory Drain has all the speed coming down there. Oh, that is good. That's an incredible overtake on the outside. So Elite Carbon comes out in 10th. That's a vastly improved time for him. Let's see Why Not See and where he comes out. Did he come out on the softs? He sure did. Is a Hero is on the softs to the end. But it's Elite Carbon going mediums. But Kaiser Gunner, Angry Chameleon with a penalty. That is going to vastly improve the chance of Major Jam and Mayo Man jumping him. Both guys in Mayo for Jam looking like they could be on the podium at the end of this race. It is Kaiser and Budge now. Who is going in? Or are they going in? Is Budge going to go in this time? Is he going to react? No, he's not. He's going again because he's pulling away from Kaiser, but Why Not See is vastly improving. Oh, Budge is going to improve his lot in life. That is for sure. I think he is going to go soft. He sure is. And he's going to only have to do about 8 or 9 laps on them. This is an incredible tactic by him, by Budge. The really astute Budge at the front. He's got, he's going to look like he's going to come out. He's going to come out behind Mayo Man or Bunsey there for sure. But, he could improve vastly because he's got the softs in this battle. He has given himself every chance to do well. Why Not See just biding his time? He's way ahead of Angry Chameleon and way behind Kaiser Gunner. So he is just going to let this race come to him. He's going to win this race if things stay the way they are. Now Major Jam is only 2 seconds behind let's see. Vernie Vern is 17 laps on those. He's going soft as well for sure. And Major Jam is only 2 seconds behind Chameleon. And Mayo Man is on his back, all over the back of him. They will be racing. Once they work together, they will be on the final laps of this. They will be affecting each other's race. It looks like Vern has lost another position to Bunsey now in this race. He's going to plummet down because he's got to stop again. He's not going to come out in the points at all. He may have gone too fast or too far on those, but let's see. Kaiser's gone in. Budge has gone again. Wow. He's got 8 seconds. And it looks like Angry Chameleon is up, definitely. Kaiser going soft to the end. But Budge making sure these softs are going to be effective at the end, that's for sure. But is he going to lose too much time? This will be an interesting end to this race, that's for sure. Elite Carbon looks like he's made up a ton of time. And he might be... he won't be on the softs, that's for sure. But Budge looking to come out ahead or in and around Bunsey is where he's currently being. But Why Not See? An absolutely stonking race from him. He has made his way up the rankings and he is leading this race. He is net P1. Budge yet to stop. Budge is losing time because he has lost about a second to Why Not See on this lap alone. But Budge is coming down and around. Is he going to go this lap? He has to go this lap, surely. He's going, 19 laps. He's going to start lap 20 on these, and he's going to go softs too. So he's going to go, and he's going to have a lightning quick set of tyres for the remainder of this race. And he's gone in. So, here it is. Why Not See? Retain. Oh, Budge gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That is done away with all the advantage of going long on those hards. That is destroying his lap. Or his thing. So let's see where he comes out. He is coming out Bunsey, Budge, Vern, who is still to stop. But will he get out ahead of Elite Carbon? He doesn't. And he loses spot to Rory Drain and Kate Flemo also. He's going to be freaking... He is in danger now, folks. He is seriously in danger now of losing... he is in serious danger now of losing the points finish. Only for the fact that Kaiser behind him has a penalty also. But that is clinical for him in this race. Why not see 4 seconds ahead? Let's have a look at how the penalties are and how they affect the standings. Elite Carbon has got 6 seconds, so he's leading there. Let's see. So 3 seconds. Major Jam and Mayo Man, if they continue to go the way they are, they will get in that 3 seconds. Although they have lost some time to Chameleon in recent laps. But right now, Major Jam teetering on a second place finish as it happens. Elite Carbon looking like he could even lose a place to Budge at this stage, because Budge is on those softs and he's going to make some inroads into the guys ahead. But Budge and Elite Carbon looking like a 9-10 finish for those Hasses. But still, look, I mean, Budge absolutely would have been way up the pecking order now if he would have but for that penalty, that's for sure. Okay, let's see. But now, Major Jam still losing a ton of time. He's lost half a second on this lap. Excuse me, I got to turn on the tires. Losing half a second to Chameleon, who is looking like he is making a push, is he? It certainly looks like it. Why not see keeping the ERS in reserve? But all the guys behind Angry Chameleon aren't making their push just yet. But look at these 3 guys. Mayo Man, Bunsey and Major Jam all in a train here as it happens. Vern looking like is he around? No, he's just going 20 laps on those hards. Okay. So this is going to be killer for Budge and Elite Carbon, to say the least. But I think Budge can still get in the second half of the points. He just killed any possibility of maybe making a move on. And finally, we have Vern going in to the pits, the last to make his. That's Budge making the pass on K Flemo on track, who was on those really old hards. Budge, can he open up a 5-second gap on K Flemo? He's got a faster car and a better tire. He may yet do that. So let's see. He needs to be 2 seconds ahead of Kaiser, that's for sure, because Kaiser has that. But if he's going to make it ahead of Rory Drain, he needs to do it soon. He is 1 second behind Rory Drain. He's now in the DRS. So he is going to get the DRS as he comes around here. This is an incredible finish to this race for him. He is pushing hard. He would have been so better off, but for the fact that he got that 5-second penalty. These would have been real positions on track. Can he make it happen? Budge now all over the back of Rory Drain. So these... Oh, look at that. Absolutely flying. Rory Drain slow as it happens. And that might have been tactical. That might have been tactical on Rory Drain's part. That was an incredible decision to let him go, because he does get the DRS. That might have been absolutely tactical. He didn't want Budge passing him with lightning quick tires, lightning quick weight on the car, and then also getting the DRS. He would have opened up that 1 second a lot quicker, but for that. So the 2 Williams now may be able to work with each other in order to make this happen. And Elite Carbon is going to give up another spot to Budge. That's for sure, I think, by the end of this race, because Budge is looking lightning quick on these softs. He's going to get up to 6th, but he's going to lose positions unless he gets out ahead. by a long way. So let's rejoin the front. Major Jam not making any inroads whatsoever. And it looks like that's because Angry Chameleon is absolutely burning the living shit out of his ERS. He is draining my battery, his battery, everybody's damn battery to make inroads into Why Not See. He is going to go and try and make a push for this. He wants to be behind Why Not See. But Why Not See has got all the ERS he wants. He's getting a nice little blast there as he comes out of final corner. And he's got 67%, whereas Chameleon is not going to have that to attack with. And now Chameleon may start losing a ton of time since he no longer has that to fight with. Griffin adding 3 seconds to his race. It looks like anybody from Griffin backwards is not going to make any impact in this race whatsoever. Is a Hero and Vern going long to get onto the sauce, but they're not going to get up there. Kay Flemo having a ding-dong battle with Kaiser Gunner, and Budge now pulling out ahead by 1.6 seconds ahead of Rory Drain, and he's looking like 7th could be possible. It looks like it could be possible. This has been an incredible race so far for Budge. He's going to be punished for that 5-second penalty, but he could retain 7th. He could retain 7th. If he gets up within a second of Elite Carbon, he will overtake Elite Carbon. And there is Bunsey. Is he around again? Oh no, he just loses out to Mayo Man temporarily, it looks like, as Mayo Man is now 1.6 seconds behind Major Jam, who is looking like he's making his push on Chameleon. Chameleon has lost that 1.5 seconds to, or about a second to Why Not See. Well, he was up to about 2 seconds, but look at that. Why Not See being clever, using the DERS sparingly but effectively to reopen that lead, that 3-4 second comfortable lead. All he wants to do is stay where he is and not spin. Big Knockos with a 3-second time penalty, that pretty much eliminates him from any meaningful impact in this race. Welsh Wizard goes from, from something to nothing. He was second or third last. He is going to be last in this race. Supreme Boyo still having a tough time of it as it happens. He is spinning a lot, and he is at the back of the pack. He is an incredibly fast driver, at least he was at the end of last season. Vernie Vern overtaken Is a Hero there. Vernie Vern has the and that's Is a Hero. 3-second time penalty for Vernie Vern. I don't know what's going on here with Is a Hero, but he stopped on track. Okay. Big Knocko's gone in, getting the sauce. He's going to go and set a fast lap. He likes to do that if he's not going to do anything else. He likes to make some sort of an impact by making fast lap, and he is well capable of that. So now Kaiser Gunner is up to 8th. He is past Rory Drain. And he's within 2 seconds of Budge. So Budge now 1.1 seconds behind Elite Carbon. So if he can get into that time, into that 1 second, it looks like he could conceivably, but this is Kaiser Gunner's going to be making a run for it here for sure, because he's got the really fast Red Bull, the fastest car on track, and Budge doesn't. But Budge can get into the ERS or the DRS of Elite Carbon, which he is right now, but he now needs to pull away from Kaiser Gunner and make that advantage pay. He needs to get out of 2 seconds ahead of Kaiser, but he needs to get right past Elite Carbon. Well, he's going to jump Elite Carbon for a set, so he may end up net neutral there in 7th. But 6th is a real possibility now for Budge, despite the fact that he is carrying a 3-second or a 5-second penalty. That's incredible. Now, Angry Chameleon is back to 2.7 seconds. He's pushing again. Why Not See? Just doing what he has to do. He is easing off. He is letting Chameleon think he has a chance, and just when he does that, he then applies a little bit of ERS and pulls away. Angry Chameleon does make inroads, but Major Jam now up to that 3-second gap. So long as Major Jam, Rory Drain with 3-second time penalty, and that pretty much solidifies. It solidifies Budge's 6th place finish. We will see now if Budge gets ahead of Elite Carbon. He has the DRS. He sure does, and he's going to make time on Kaiser Gunner because of that. Down this straight, he is going to be able to combat Kaiser Gunner. Oh, it is 1.75 seconds as it happens. He's ahead. 2 seconds ahead of Kaiser Gunner. 2.1 seconds ahead of Kaiser Gunner. So one more or two more DRS as this is the final lap. Now Chameleon is going to lose a place to Major Jam. And if Mayo Man is dragged around this track this time on this DRS zone, he could conceivably lose his podium spot. Oh, Chameleon. It is going to be close to the end. But look at this. It is the champion for Monza. It is Why Not See as he comes around this final turn. 5-second time penalty for big knockouts as he speeds in the pit. But we watched the elite drive by Why Not See as he comes down around across. Chameleon goes across. He loses a spot to Major Jam, but not to Mayo Man, who finishes 4th. Bunsey finishes 5th. Elite Carbon finishes 6th. And Budge will jump him. And Willie Kaiser Gunner got back within time. He got back into time. Budge finishes 8th. What happened there? Did Elite Carbon pull away? Did Budge have a wobble? I don't know what happened there. We will have to have a look back at that on the intro or on their channels. Oh, but look at this. Griffin is in the wall. Oh my God. And that would have been a 6th place for Budge, but Griffin is in the wall on the final lap. And we have Verdi Vern crossing the line. Is a Hero coming around, and he's spinning on the final turn. Is a Hero not making any inroads in the 2nd fastest car on track. And that's an absolute mash by the guys at the back. And that's a DNF for Supreme Bio. Welsh Wizard will come around and he will smash too. That is not what we like to see, folks. That is another DNF for them. Is a Hero retains a spot. Lads, that is, we're not going to give you airtime on that. We're not going to give airtime on that. But right up onto the final corner, an absolutely stonking finish in this championship. What an incredible race. Why Not See getting his first win of the Chameleon, you got this. Wow. Major Jam with driver of the day. Fantastic drive from him. There we go. And that is the end of another wheel-to-wheel week race. So, what an incredible end to this race. It is a Why Not See win. Has he woken up early enough in this season to push for the championship? Because he was pushing Budge in season 2. He was one of the guys who could have conceivably dethroned Budge on one of those championships. What will happen? Sorry, maybe it was season 1. But my God, we have a wheel-to-wheel strong man back at the top of the podium. And it is the end of week 3. Let's run through the standings as we know it. We had a Why Not See win. McLaren of Major Jam up onto 2nd. Angry Chameleon in the Mercedes doing incredible for Team Braun Cocktail, rounding out the podium positions with Mayo Man in 4th, the 2nd of Mayo for Jam, 2nd and 4th for them again. They're going to be way ahead as this season goes on. Bunsey in 5th, Elite Carbon in 6th, Kaiser Gunner in 7th, jumping there because of penalties. Budge in 8th, Rory Drain in 9th, K Flemo in 10th, Griffin in 11th, Blue Gunner in 12th, Vernie Vern in 13th, Is a Hero, Welsh Wizard, Supreme Boy, and Big Knuckles rounding out this championship round. So there we have it, folks. That is wheel to wheel week 3 in season 4 in Monza. As we said to you earlier, we will be back here next week. We will be back here next week in Hungary we will be in the Hungaroring as we move away from following the normal run of things as it happens with the season, because we are on a 3-week break from F1 as it happens. But we will be back here with with season 4, week 4 in the championship in the Hungaroring, and I know there are some drivers out there who are going to relish the chance to win that race in the car that they have. We will see you here this time next week. Thank you so much to Team Braun Cocktail for joining me earlier, and we would like to see all of you this time next week joining us again. Would you please do that? Go up there and scan that QR code, please, and give me a follow. Much appreciated if you would do so. If you're watching this afterwards, give the video a like. If you're watching it now, give the video a like and give us a follow if you haven't done so already.